Hey guys, I'm going to talk about how to find a job in under 2 months. There are really 5 steps that you must take to be more focused and more productive than the regular job search. So step number 1, you want to be very clear about what kind of job you're looking for and what industry and what title. Because what oftentimes happens is we start looking for a job, it is either too hard, we're not getting a response, or we get a rejection. And then we switch, we say, okay, this doesn't look like that I'm gonna get a job there, so I'm gonna try something else. Or worst, what's gonna happen is we will go for a catch-all strategy where we will be targeting everything, and marketing, sales, or any other customer support job. And that's the worst, because what happens is you are not able to clearly communicate why you're looking for this job and what is your value proposition, because you're targeting everything else. And so you are dequalifying yourself whenever you find an employer, because you want to be very clear on your why. So that's the first step. Be very clear about what job you're looking for, and don't switch your goals in the middle of the job search for at least 1 month, or ideally 2 months. So step number 2, you want to be very clear about creating your value proposition. What do you bring to the table? You want to think about that. What makes you different than others? For example, let's say you're applying for a marketing role. What makes you different than other marketers? Well, it's going to be your personal brand. If you don't have one, you must create it. And that's not that hard. You want to create your portfolio, for example, and then show how do you think? How do you market that? And then you can post it on LinkedIn, and you don't have to post it as the whole piece, you can chunk it down. So that's going to be very effective when you reach out to employers. On LinkedIn, for example, they will be able to see your work. For example, if you are good on video, you can create a video series, post it on LinkedIn as well. It has a lot to do about what insights do you bring, how can you solve problems, and that differentiates you from people who are not taking action. So these are one of the steps that you can take. So then step number 3, you want to take massive action. It's really important to be consistent, not only on a Tuesday, but also from Monday to Friday, or ideally from Monday to Saturday. So you want to focus on the tasks that really matter, like building your personal brand, building your portfolio, being very clear on what job you're looking for, and then taking action on that. So when you reach out to employers, when you know exactly what you're looking for, when you have your projects that you can share, or you know how are you going to solve their problems, that becomes much more efficient, and you spend your time on that instead of going to conferences or thinking I maybe want to get that job. You are very, very clear, and because you're taking massive action, you're gonna get either great feedback, or you're gonna change your approach and get great results. So step number 4, you want to measure your results. Right, so anytime we're taking a new approach, or we're having a new strategy, you want to measure, is it working? What kind of response do I get? And that will really help you to tweak it, or to seek feedback from your mentors or from people in your network. How can I make it even better? So you want to measure how many calls you made to employers, how much content have I posted, how many employers I've connected on LinkedIn, ideally daily. And then step number 5, you want to, when you are getting the job offer, you want to be very clear on what you're looking for. What is your salary range? What kind of health benefits are you looking for? What kind of team would you like to work at? Whether it's going to be the bigger team or smaller, whether it's a corporate job, or maybe it's a startup that's going to change your experience, and you want to understand what would you like. The best way is to talk to people who already are doing it, and you can reach out to them on LinkedIn, or go to a conference, or ask your friends. So these is the 5 steps you can take to find a job in under 2 months.